Welcome. What is going on?
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
And I'm Tarot Oracle. I do the show and stuff. Tammy, hello. Rose, Gabby, Well Tempered Claire, thank you for your donation. Keziah, Patty, KSW, Haley, and Christina. Welcome everybody. How's it going? It's Saturday night, and we're doing all right. You know what I mean? Doing all right. Let's see. Am I going to be centered? No. I bumped into the camera and I moved it. So now I got to recenter it. Let's start with the Poe. Let's start with the Poe here. Go with WTC wants to get a general there. All right. Let's see. WTC General. What is going to happen with the General? The Sunflower, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, where's my button for the Poe? The Poe is there. There we go. Edgar Allan Poe, that is, not just the Poe. A little bit of the Edgar Allan in between there. CM, welcome. Karen, thank you for your donation. Lash, how are you doing tonight? We got a packed crowd. It's Saturday night. We're just sort of hanging out, just hanging out together, seeing what's going on in the world. And what's new? Hope everybody's enjoying their weekend. We got one more day left tomorrow. And hopefully we got a lot of football. I think some football games were canceled because of COVID or delayed or something. I don't know, but I'm going to find out because I want to watch some football. All right, let's see about this. Like, what are we doing here for a general? We do have a little bit of the Three of Swords action there. That's not the best card to start it out. Looking at a little bit of trimming of something. The King of Wands. Ooh, that's a nice King of Wands. Especially for this deck, that's a really nice King of Wands. Then we got the Four of Wands, not exactly the best card, than the Magician. So we're sort of mingling in between good and bad. We do have some cutting action of something that's there. So there is something that's sort of hanging out. It's a bit of a delay there with it. Something that we're sort of cutting, we're reducing time with. I don't think it's a pure cut. I think it's more of a reduction of time. So it's like we just don't have the time that we need to do what we need. So we need to reduce some of that and figure out how to optimize that, right? Sort of where the Three of Swords sort of coming in there. The King of Wands said it is time to get your main focus moving. I think that you've been split between main focus, secondary focus, tertiary focus. You're just not where you need to be. Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. You're just not where you need to be a lot of times, and you need to fix that, basically. So cut out what is not necessary, find what is necessary, and go forth and launch forward into that. That's going to be sort of critical as we come around. The Four of Wands says to be comfortable with where you're at. I think a lot of times you're just not comfortable. You feel sort of an out of body experience where you're just like, I seem to be doing somebody else's thing. I don't seem to be doing my focus. Lash and Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, so, I mean, we need to sort of focus on where we're comfortable at, what we're comfortable doing, and get that sort of focused in there. So there we go. All right. All right. The bottom line, the Magician, it says you have what you need. So when we don't think we have what we need, we tend to not be where we need to be. The Magician says you're the master of all the different tools. You know what you're doing. I don't think you're sort of lost in space. I don't think that other people are influencing you too much. I think that you have a handle on it. You have a good level of control and all that. It's a matter of doing it and getting a sort of that pure energy in there and getting it going. There we go. All right, there's your general. Thank you for all the donations today. I appreciate you. All right, let's see what we got next. We got Karen. Abel and I get back together. Well, it seems that you're able to get back together. All right, okay. Tonight's bad joke night, by the way. All right. Abel and I, can we get back together? Are we able to get back together? Let's see. By using the Waterfall Tarot. Yes, the Waterfall Tarot is where it's at tonight. I'm just saying. I am just saying. Lala, welcome. How are you doing? Tammy, welcome. What's going on? Let's see who else joined. We got a few more that joined. Tammy, Lala, Bartman, welcome. How you doing? Maddie, welcome as well. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I think that you're able to see if you're going to get it done. Are you going to get it done, Karen? Is this going to be a thing for you? Is this going to be your focus? Let's see. Get some random cards out of the box. Out of the box here. Queen of Swords. Not exactly the best card to start out with that. 6 of Pentacles and the Magician. The Magician seems to be the theme tonight. It does. The Magician's making a guest appearance. 7 of Cups says there's a lot of things in the way. So if you want not one thing, not two things, but quite a bit of stuff in the way, you need to move them out of the way. You need to move them out of the way. I mean, you can't just sit there and try to meander through all the things that are sort of blocking us. We need to get them more focused. We need to get them sort of where we need to be. And I don't think we're sort of doing that in a lot of different ways. So in order to get that, we need to fix a lot of things. We need to band-aid some other things. We have a lot of things in our way. The Magician says, sure, you're perfectly able, literally, to get back with Abel. I mean, I think we have a lot of possibility here. The Magician says there's nothing that's really going to be like super thick in your way to where we just can't get anything done and whatnot. I don't think that's really the case, right? 6 of Pentacles does say we do need a bit of a balancing in the relationship in order to get that focused. We need to sort of look at where we're at, how we're doing it, how we're going to go forward, and make sure that that's going to be proper way to do it. 6 of Pentacles says there is a bit of imbalance, almost like that one person's contributing more than the other person. We're not exactly in a giving situation to where, in a relationship, it's a beautiful relationship would be where both parties are giving, both parties are able to work with each other and are able to sort of, be in a good position with that. And a lot of times we're just not. Bottom line is Queen of Swords says Abel may not be in a position where they're ready for that right now. So we do have all the possibilities. We do have that in the thing. We do have things in our way as well. The things in our way, I think, are caused by Abel. It's almost like that Abel may not be ready and willing at this particular moment, or they have some other things happening. So that 7 really sort of puts a weird twist on sort of moving into the relationship role again. Moving into that role once more, right? Let's bump the microphone so we make a bunch of noise. That'd be great. All right. Christina, we'll have a commit with T anytime soon. Christina's got tea on the mind. And I don't mean iced tea. All right. We got Lash. We got Sunflower. And that's it. Okay, cool. All right. So let's see about Christina. All right. CD and T. CD and T. Are we going to have a commitment? Is that going to be a thing? What's a good commitment deck? We're going to go with of course, we're going to go with where'd you go? Where'd you go, Mr. There you go. The Gregory Scott Tarot is what we need for this. If we're going to make a commitment, we need to make a commitment using the Gregory Scott, because Gregory Scott is all about making a commitment to us and being here every night and not warping like the other cards. I mean, overall, Gregory Scott has been pretty good to me over the couple of months here that I've had this tarot. So we'll see what happens with it. See if T is ready to make a commitment, if they're willing to go forth and give it a shot. If this is going to be a temporary thing. The Magician again. Every Magician is out tonight. It is a Magician night for sure. All right, the Magician sort of snuck in there. Hermit. That doesn't look good at all. 9 of Swords, that looks even worse. Magician looks all right. Fool looks all right. Yeah. It looks more temporary. It just looks more temporary. The Hermit, obviously, in any relationship reading where we sort of need to be there with each other, we need to be united. A 2 of Cups would be much better in here, but no, we're stuck with that evil Virgo himself, the Hermit. The Hermit says that we're just sort of in between, where I want to be and where I don't want to be. So I don't think that they're sort of ready to just hammer down a big commitment right now. 9 of Swords says they have a lot of things that they're worried about if they make a commitment. I think that the change, the opportunity, and everything, if they sign up for that, is not going to be beneficial to them in the long run. I think they sort of see that. I think there's a lot of modifications that they need to make in order to make a commitment and actually be a decent commitment. And those changes are not really to sort of step up and do just yet, right? Magician, sure, I'm able to make a commitment. I'm able to make one. It's not like I can't make a commitment. It's just that we're just not prepared for it right now, right? The 9, the disruption of life, sort of that reestablishment, that reevaluation of where we want to be and how we want to do it is not sort of where we're ready at the moment for it. Tara, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So yeah, the magician says we don't got no problem doing it. It's just we're just not in the ready state for that. The Fool says overall, I think the Fool is an interesting card here because sort of at the end here it says I want to go on this journey. So again, it's not a matter of wants or needs or anything like that. I think they wouldn't mind going on the journey. The Fool is a journey, but the Fool says we don't know where we're going to end up at the end of the day. What's going to happen if we do this, if we jump into this, if we leap full steam into this, where are we going to end up at the end of the day? I think that's part of the thing. I just don't know. There's not a lot of unknown, a lot of the life changes we're looking at from the 9 and whatnot. The Hermit just says, yeah, I got a little bit of reticence to do this and all that, but yeah, overall it just looks challenging. It just looks challenging. So yeah, there you go. All right. Sorry about that, Christine. I wanted to give you some good news. All right, over there in Mansfield, VJ, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Jocelyn, welcome as well. Witty, how are you doing? All right, let's see what we're doing with Sunflower and the week ahead. What is going to happen in the week ahead? Boo Boo needs a week ahead, and how is that going to be? Is that going to be a thing? Is it going to be a decent week? Let's go with the, screw that. Let's go with the Anna K. No, let's go with something different. It's Sunday night. Let's go with something wild and different. Let's go with it. Let's go with the Hobbit Tarot. I don't need to put the box out here, do I? Do I need to put the box out for the Hobbit Tarot? I don't think so. I think the Hobbit Tarot is unique enough to where you sort of know that this is the Hobbit Tarot. It looks Lord of the Rings-ish. I wonder how much they paid for this. That was not a cheap license, I'm sure. I assume it's not fan art. I did trim it, by the way. In case you're wondering why it looks so good, that's because I went and I trimmed it. I made it nice and sparkly and pretty and all of that stuff. So that's what you got to do sometimes. You just gotta manscape your tarot. You know what I mean? All right. Boo Boo, how you doing, by the way, anyway? Are you doing better today? 10 of Swords. It says, yeah, this week you're going to be free of a lot of stuff. I don't think some of the baggage is headed towards you. It's going to be with you this week. I think this weekend you're cutting some of this baggage off. The 10 of Swords, that cutting action, that stopping action where we're just not putting up with it anymore. We're just stopping it. We're not going to put up with it. And we're just going to sort of move forward with that. King of Coins is going to be a pretty luxurious week. I don't think that you're going to have just a lot of trouble, any problems at all. The King of Coins is retired banker. Nice and relaxed week. Going to be good with the finances. Everything's going to be decent. It's going to look like a pretty good week after all. The Devil, you of course, and the 7 of Swords reverse. Kind of nice. 7 of Swords says don't go back to stuff that you don't know what's going to be there. So if somebody wants to contact you, if somebody wants to sort of sneak in there and say hello, or some unknown person wants to contact you, you probably don't want to contact them back. The 7 of Swords reverse says, yeah, maybe I don't want to contact them back. Maybe I want to avoid them, dodge them for a little bit. Make sure that you're not just jumping into situations you don't know the outcome, because this week's going to be one of those. I think that you're sort of tempted by something that comes along this week. Somebody wants to communicate with you. You have no clue who it is. Don't contact. That's not going to be good. It's not going to turn out well. Definitely don't do that. I think it's going to bring in more drama. You definitely want to watch for that. Overall, it's going to be pretty relaxed. I think you're going to feel pretty safe. You're going to feel nice. You're going to feel decent. And a lot of things are just going to get cut out this weekend. You're not going to have to deal with them this week, which is going to be beneficial, right? You don't have the weekend baggage sort of dragging into the week, because that makes it much worse. That makes it so much worse. All right. They did already. No way, Jose. Yeah, there you go. Never know what Jose is doing. All right. Amara instead of Lash. Please call me Amara. Will I give birth? Will I give birth by 12/20/2020? Well, if you're not pregnant now, I'm going to go say no. Just saying. 12/20/2020. Let's see. A yes or no question. Should be fairly easy for this. You know, if we're going for birth, what was my official birth deck? We'll do the Thoth, right? We'll do the Thoth. The Thoth will have a good set. Donica, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. If we're going to give birth, the Thoth will let us know. Lonnie, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. You're pregnant. Okay, well, that's good. That's good, you know. If you're not pregnant, I'm just going to go ahead and say no. I mean, just going to go ahead and say no if you're not pregnant. Twins. There you go. Twins, Basil. It's twins. All right. Let's see. Let's go for birth. See if Amara is going to give birth 5 days before Christmas. Is that going to be a thing? Is that going to be a thing? Just looking for just a general birth feel. All right. Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Hope you get better. Let's see if you get better. Oh, 12/20. 12/20. I think you're getting a birth on 12/23. We're going out on a limb. All right. Let's document it. We're going out on a limb. All right. $12:23 morning. There we go. We're going 12/23 morning. That's what we got half the cards covered up. 12/23 morning. That's what we're going for. Going out on a limb. Just going to throw it out there. Throw it out there. The Hierophant. Very sort of an interesting card here. The Hierophant slows it down, but it's sped up right here with swiftness. We have a slow, and then we have a sped up. Basically, I think you have a false alarm. Not on 12/20, but you do have a false alarm coming. So, yeah, false alarm coming. 12/23 morning, right? We got the interesting and everybody's least favorite card in the world, the 10. Whatnot. But, yeah, I just think it's 12/23 in the morning. You got the 20, the 2, and swiftness, and the Hierophant drag it out into the next morning. So we're going for 12/23 in the morning. There you go. Out on the limb, going exact. We're going exact. We're going to trust the Thoth on this. Let's see what's happening there. All right, Tara. What TR is feeling towards me, the things going to change between us. Tara wants to know, are things going to improve? Because they stink right now. All right. Oh, TR and improvement. Kitty, welcome. How are you doing? All right. TR and improvement. Is that going to be a thing? Yeah, you got to come back, Amara, and let us know how it goes. In the meantime, let's go for the Spacious Tarot. Get a nice spacious feel going on over here. Let's see how this goes there. What are TR's feelings towards me? Are things going to change between us? That's sort of interesting. Hopefully they will. Hopefully you get some hearts up there. You know, you get a little bit of heart feel. Get some hearts, get some love going. That's all you need in life is a little bit of love. All you need is love. Wasn't that the Beatles? I think so. All right. Let's see. We're looking at the Wheel of Fortune. That's not good. Wheel of Fortune is not the greatest thing. 6 of Wands. The World, also not looking good. The Emperor, also not looking. Okay, basically, here's what we got. They're not going to change at all. At all. Even the slightest. Why? Because they like the way it is. They like it. Tara, they like it. They look at you and they see you the exact way they've always seen you. Nothing's really changed. They're going to come back with 0 changes. The Wheel of Fortune, what comes around goes around. We keep the patterns that we have. The patterns that we have. Why? Because they give us a level of control. Control is key here. Emperor says that I need that control. I can't just have you controlling everything. I need a level of control myself. And that is going to be important. And part of that control is to sort of just keep the status quo. The status quo is very important. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the World, both cycles card, both sort of moving in towards that. The Six of Wands, I have no idea why I would change because things were going great. Things were going great with Tara. Why would I change at all? I think things were exactly like I wanted them. And what I want, the Empress says, is, pretty important with that. So, what are their feelings towards you? The Hanged One. They see the situation as being the problem. If we could change things, not literally change me, but change things, in other words, if you would change, this would have gone a lot. I think that things would improve. So if we can get together and we can change you a little bit and we can sort of alter the deal and get stuff like that done, I think it would work out a lot better. That's basically the thoughts here, right? So yeah, so they don't see themselves as the problem at all. But what's the problem? The TR, it just did things great. And everything was fine according to them. The Emperor, that gives them power and control, sort of where they sort of needed to be. Wheel of Fortune, they're going to have difficulty changing. Why would you change if everything was going great? You know what I mean? But they do think that things could get better. They do want to give it another shot. So, yeah, I mean, what they feel towards you, they do want to give it a shot. They think things could be improved. They think that it should be successful. The Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory, says, let's go forward and be successful and let's just do things like we did before and give it another shot. And, I think things will be all right. The World, we have such a positive outlook about things. Things should obviously work out. Not really sure why they're not working out. They're not really sure at all. So there you go. Anyway, that's what the cards say. Cards say this person is definitely going to be the most difficult person to change in the history of mankind. All right. So you're going to need a swift kick in the booty and almost a magic spell to get that particular person to change. All right, really missing the Gemini. La, welcome to the stream. What's going on? How's he feeling about me? Will he reach out? Will we reconcile? All right, Lonnie. Reconcile. Let's see if that's going to work out. See if that will be there. Let's see about that. Southern Soul Tarot, welcome. How are you doing tonight? Let's go for Heaven and Earth, because everyone likes a little bit of heaven and earth. Get some reconciliation hearts. Get some reconciliation hearts out there. That's all you need in life. Heaven and earth will get you a reconciliation on the table right now. Throwing it down, making it happen. Don't hesitate with the reconciliation action over here. All right, is that going to be a thing? Let's try it out. Give it a shot. See what that's going to be. Oh, that looks like pretty good reconciliation. That looks like a great... You have the best reconciliation card in the history of mankind, by the way, the Seven of Swords. I read the Seven of Swords a little bit differently than everybody else. I mean, I just do. I read it a little differently than everybody else, but that's where it comes. So there you go. Tarot Oracle, the question is about Princess. Okay. Yeah, reconciliation is on the table and is looking fantastic. Bottom line, Seven of Swords actually cuts right to the chase. Especially if it's the first card, especially if it's sort of the first thing that we're sort of seeing. Reconciliation is definitely on the table. Now, how are they feeling about me? They're pretty comfortable with where they're at. The King of Pentacles, the retired banker, they like life as is. I think that you would be an improvement. You would be a welcome addition to that, right? They're not really sure how you would react, though. They have a lot of doubts about how you react. So if they throw this into the arena and just say, hello, I'm hoping for reconciliation. I think that they think that you'd reject them. It just feels like that. They feel like that you're just going to reject them. They don't know what's up. They don't know what to expect. They're blinded by that. They're sort of blocked with it. A lot of closed body language. they're very hesitant to get that going. So, Wheel of Fortune sort of interesting at the end. If you sort of want a reconciliation, you could provide some sort of a mild hint that, hey, what's going on? How you do, some sort of a joke or, something. I don't know if you want to sort of reach out. Again, they're sort of convinced that that you'd reject them at this point. It wouldn't be something prudent for it. But you have the best reconciliation card in the deck right here. Watch my video on reconciliations that I did 3 days ago. And that's going to be one of the key points here. So definitely possible. You may have to provide a hint. They think that you may be rejecting them. And they're pretty comfortable where they are now. So if you think that they're just desperately missing you or they're in some weird situation where they just need you to be around, they're comfortable with where they're at right now. So, yeah, you definitely need to give them some sort of a hint that, it'd be all right. You don't have to go overboard. Just some joke that was inside joke that both of you knew or something. Just sort of, make a joke there, maybe social media, or whatever. But the hint would be prudent. Of course, entertainment purposes only. All right. Well, Princess, feel better soon. Princess. Twinkle, welcome. How are you doing? And who else joined? Jacqueline, welcome as well. All right. Boo Boo and Princess. Oh. What was it? Will this work? Will this work in the title? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. By the way, Princess is an emote. Princess is an emote. Try it out if you're a member. Let's see what's going on with Princess. If they're gonna feel better, we'll do the cat tarot. We don't have the Wise Dog tarot. It is being reprinted, so the Wise Dog tarot is coming back. But there is that. All right. See what is going on. Twinkle, I'm doing fine. I'm doing well. How are you doing? It is Saturday night. It's action-packed Saturday night. Always having fun on Saturday night. I love Saturday nights. Sort of relax. You had just like this relaxed day. You know what I mean? You had a nice and relaxed day, and you just sort of winding it down. All of that good stuff. Is Princess going to be better? Knight of Swords. Princess is going to get better really quick. Pretty quick. Knight of Cups looking good too. Getting better, feeling those emotions, getting superior emotions coming in. The Nine of Cups, the improvement, all the options and all that good stuff. And Temperance being reversed says they don't have to go through a lot to get there. So yeah, I think they'll be feeling good soon. Knight of Swords is definitely a quick speed card. Sort of points out to this is going to happen faster than maybe we expect it to happen. Definitely looking good for that. Knight of Cups does point to sort of the good emotions or the healing process. The Knight of Cups is a great healing card. You know what I mean? It is sort of the Mr. Romance and whatnot, but it is a fantastic healing card. It brings in emotions or sort of delivers that. We have the Knight movement as the Knight sort of rolls around, and then the Cups feel it brings in these better emotions, these good emotions, and we're sort of migrating into the Nine of Cups, which is the best card in the deck. If we're dealing with Thoth and all sorts of other stuff, it is looking very well. So looking great. That Nine of Cups, we get all the good emotions, we get a lot of stuff. Also says they'll be drinking a lot of water in order to sort of recover from this. So make sure and have any water that they need all set out and whatnot. But yeah, there's a lot of water drinking happening, right? A lot of cups, a Nine of Cups. All the cups are laid out. They're sort of available and presented to us, and those good emotions are presented to us. The water, the recovery water is presented to us as well. We also have water in Temperance as well. It's almost like they're not getting enough water. So make sure that the water is available and whatnot. There we go. Keziah, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right, Keziah, what do we got? Do I know my future husband? And if no, when will I meet? Let's see about that stuff here. KN, it's almost like we start the word night. Future husband. Future husband. Be gone. Megan, be gone. There you go. All right. Future husband. Let's try that out. with a little bit of the Hermetic Tarot action. It's all you need in life is some Hermetic Tarot and some, you know, and a hot roll in the hay. You need the Hermetic Tarot and a hot, sweaty roll in the hay. And if you have those two things, I think life is complete. Let's see what is going to happen with the Hermetic Tarot. Hermetic Tarot, give me something decent. Give me something decent on a future husband. What is the future husband? Do we know them already? You know, really looking at something where we do know somebody, something where they're coming back. The Empress. Oh, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. No, I don't think you know him. I don't think that you've met him yet. No. The Ten of Pentacles being reversed, that happy family, that happy opportunity, I don't really think that presented it itself. I do think that you have some failed relationships that could have worked out a lot better. There are some silly things that have caused some of your relationships just to tank. It feels like that a lot of the relationships just failed for no reason or a weird reason. A lot of things sort of in the past that have stopped that from happening and whatnot. Let's see. The Empress also says that you're pretty comfortable where you're at now. Could you use a husband? Sure. Are you pretty comfortable where you're at now, though? Yeah. It's not like that you just desperately need somebody at this point. It just seems like that somebody would be a nice bonus, a nice thing to have in your life. So the Empress says we're pretty well off as far as where we're at, as far as emotionally and whatnot. The Ten of Wands says a lot of times you're just where a pain in the butt husband would be much worse than having no husband at all. So that if somebody brings in a lot of drama, stress, just makes your life miserable, it's just not somebody that you want to get stuck with. So the Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So the process of sort of screening somebody properly is sort of on the table and sort of difficult to do sometimes. The Three of Wands is sort of interesting. It's almost like that stop looking or don't really look, and it'll be presented in sort of a manner in which once you sort of manifest it, once you sort of manifest somebody and you get to give the universe that opportunity, and then you just sort of release it for the universe to provide instead of thinking about it and constantly watching to see if it's working and whatnot. I think that does better, right? The Three of Wands is sort of the seeking, looking out. It's the Lord of established strength. I want to go forth and look for something, scan for something, search for something. It's like the less we search for, the more chances we have of something sort of manifesting out. So as far as when, probably not 2021. It looks like 2021 may be difficult to sort of get that manifested. All right. Let's see. All right. Sarah, anyone coming in my life and when? Everybody wants exact dates tonight. It's an exact date night. See, I did December 23rd for the baby delivery, and now everybody wants exact dates. Let's see, Sarah. When somebody arriving. Miss Weeds, how are you doing tonight? So good to see you. Oh, let's see about this. What are we going to do for that one? I hate to do the Thoth again, but I want to do the Thoth again. And the Thoth just provides good info. The Thoth, it should just have a Thoth night. I mean, the Thoth just provides good info. It gets the info and it just throws it out there and says, here you go. This is your Thoth deck. Here is your information. Have a nice day. We'll do the elemental wisdom for it and see how the elemental wisdom works out for us. Is that going to be a thing? Is that going to be a thing or not? We need to find out for sure. All right. Somebody coming into our life. Get some hearts out. See, you may have somebody. Queen of Cups looking good. Two of Cups is looking even. I think so. We got some nice cards. We got some nice, putting up the hearts. We got some nice cards in here. Somebody's coming while you're learning something, while you're picking up something, while you're reading something. DW, hello, how are you doing today? What's going on? the high priestess, that learning, that knowledge, sort of picking up something. It's almost like that you're in either some sort of a class, or some sort of online class, an in-person class. You're picking up stuff, you're learning stuff, maybe a bookstore. It's sort of almost like something that you have, or a process of picking up and learning and sort of developing skills with something. Could be practicing something, could be trying a business thing, it could be a customer. High priestess says we're learning, we're picking up knowledge, and during that process, we have sort of a Two of Cups moment where we do end up meeting somebody. King of Coins, definitely sort of an earth sign as we, sort of an earth sign as we sort of roll into that. I don't really think of Virgo though. I think it's more of just a more relaxed earth sign. Somebody a bit stubborn, maybe, sort of looking at the way that they go about life is a little bit different than what you're used to. You're definitely sort of taken aback by some of the things they do and all that. So definitely sort of an unusual King of Coins as well. Retired banker says that they're pretty well off. I mean, it's not like that they're just begging for money or they're in between jobs or anything like that. It feels like they're just pretty relaxed. They don't worry about a lot of things. And again, I think that you're sort of taken aback by just how sort of laid back, relaxed this particular person is. But Two of Cups says you do get along. You do find the person pretty interesting. And overall, there's somebody coming in. Two of Cups is such a great card for that. Queen of Cups points to the emotional stability of the person and of you as well. It's like they have a lot of good emotions to bring. They're sort of unusual, sort of taken aback by things they say, things they do, because it's sort of outside of your comfort zone. I still think they sort of drag you into their world where everything is just cool, relaxed, sort of just chilling out, and have a lot of opportunity with that. So the Queen of Cups says you're pretty good emotionally, pretty tight, pretty intact with this person emotionally. I think that sort of goes a long way as well. There we go. All right. What other questions have we got? And that is the end of the donos. What other question? When I meet my husband, we just did that. We just did a bunch of them. We did a lot of those. Will the Capricorn accept my proposal for long-term commitment? Twinkle. It's a good question. What are the questions we got to choose from over here? By the way, there is no list. Donations take priority, and then I pick at random. So this is the random part. Lonnie already did. See if they reach out. I think they will reach out then. That look good for that. Do we have to take? That's an interesting one. Jacqueline has one of the best questions. That's a great question. Let's see. Gemini. Yeah, Gemini, hot. I've never dated a Gemini before. Maybe I'm glad. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. All right. We have chosen Jacqueline. In a long distance relationship, do we have what it takes to go the distance? Get it? To go the distance. Get it? Let's see. Let's go with the Revival Art Tarot. Oh, Revival Art Tarot had a reprint, by the way. The Revival Art Tarot. If you're interested in this deck, it is pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting thing. Just saying. All right. Let's see. Revival Art Tarot wants to say, do we have what it takes to go the distance with the distance? Well, you literally could be going the distance if it goes the distance. The Ace of Wands, I mean, you do go the distance. Page of Coins, it doesn't really work out as well as you thought it would. Queen of Coins, a lot of coins there. I think you're looking for stability where stability is not. You just have that feeling. We're trying to pull stability out where stability is not there. Did the price go down? No, CM is the same price. Queen of Coins. You're trying to stretch it out. We're trying to stretch it out. So let's say that I get a muffin, right? And I hear that we're going to eat muffins for breakfast. So we get some muffins, and this is the only thing I'm going to eat. and I have to stay and talk to this person across the thing at breakfast for probably the next 20 minutes. I'm not going to wolf down the muffin. You know what I mean? I'm not going to wolf it down. I want to stretch it out. I want to make it last longer because it's a delicious muffin, and I need to stretch it out because I'm stuck at this table for the next 20 minutes talking to this person. I don't want to just sit there. How much coffee can you drink? You know? And normally I wolf down my food, right? I wolf down food like a starving rabid animal. Like, for example, you watch the Discovery Channel and you see some random person rescuing a dog that's been out in the wilderness, right? And the dog weighs like 1 pound, is like skin and bones, and they take the dog home and the music plays. It's beautiful music. And they put the dog in front of a bowl of this gourmet dog food, and the dog wolfs it down in like 1 second. That's me every meal, right? But I can't eat the muffin quickly because I got to stay on the table for 20 minutes, right? Okay. The Queen of Coins, you're trying to stretch this out longer than it should be stretched out. I think you're reading too much into it, and it's a bit too much. It's a bit too much that we're reading into it. The Knight of Swords says it's not going quickly. It's not going quickly at all. The Page of Coins, the stability is just not really there, and all of that. Leo, I am taking questions indeed. And the Ace of Wands says that we're going to give it our shot. We're going to give it a shot. Does this work out? Does this work out? I don't see anything that would indicate that. Yeah, basically we're trying to stretch it out. Just trying to stretch it out too far, too long. We're trying to put stuff into it that doesn't exist. It just looks like there's a lot of pretending going on within the context of it. But that is just the card's opinion and entertainment purposes only. You know, Patricia, you're just on time. We waited for you. We're just starting. Are you still taking questions? Yes. Why does my boyfriend keep trashing our love? Oh, no. Leo, that's not good at all. Leo, why do they keep trashing everything? Let's see. They're sabotaging it. Maybe they want to get out. Maybe they want to get out. Let's use a less often used tarot. This is the universal Celtic or Celtic, depending upon how you want to do it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, I eat my breakfast in like 8 seconds. I'll be done. It doesn't matter how big the meal is. I'm done eating it in like 8 seconds. So, yeah. Let's see. We keep trashing the relationship. The Five of Wands. Oh, they love it. They love it. They adore it. They adore it. Okay. First of all, they think entertainment purposes only. Never make relationship decisions based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. All right. Now that we've established that. The Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands, they want to get out, but they don't have the guts to say so. They just want to get out, but they just don't have the guts. The High Priestess, they're holding back some secrets. They're holding back some secrets. You know, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. That's a cutting motion. That's a stopping. That's a halting. That means I want to cut something. I want to terminate something. The Ten of Swords, I want to get it done. I want to kill the thing off. And the Ten of Wands, because it's just sort of burdensome, doesn't feel like it's there. You know what I mean? Sunflower, thank you so much for your donation. For Twinkle, thank you for Twinkle. Thanks, Sunflower. Boo Boo sponsored you for a reading. That is so sweet. But yeah, okay, let's see. The thing I know is that he loves me. Okay. All right, I'm just telling you what the cards say. We got a cutting action. We got a termination. We got a cutting. We got an encumbrance card where we're just sort of we're just sort of encumbered by it. It feels like it's a weight on our shoulders sometimes. Maybe we really love you, but maybe the relationship, the formal thing, the whole surround sound of the relationship is sort of encumbering upon us, because we could have some other stuff sort of on our mind. The high priestess, it just feels constricting. It feels like the whole title, maybe the whole concept is a bit much. And the Five of Wands, we're just gonna take it out. We're just gonna take it out and just sort of swing the bat around and hope for the best, right? The Five of Wands, the conflict card, it causes a little bit of conflict. But again, entertainment purposes only. Never make a love decision based upon a fat man reading stuff on YouTube. All right. Let's see, what else we got? Sunflower 4 Twinkle, because I'm curious as fuck. All right, let's see about that. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, where will Abhishek accept my proposal afar? Long-term commitment. So you're going to pop the question? We want to know if it's going to work out. Let's go with the This Might Hurt Tarot. Let's hope for the best. Hope for the best with the little hearts in there and all of that stuff. All right. Let's see. You're gonna get on one knee, I guess. Say, I love you. I love you. Be with me forever. Make a commitment, for God's sake. Say yes. We're in the middle of the street. I'm proposing. I'm taking myself and putting myself out there. The Four of Cups doesn't look good. King of Wands looks okay. Ace of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. Okay, bottom line, yes or no question. Will they accept? What is the thing? Ace of Cups looks good. Looks good. We're starting on a new adventure. We're starting on this. That looks fantastic. Four of Cups is maybe this is not the venture we wanted to be on, pretty much. Eight of Pentacles, yeah, I mean, there's some work that needs to be done, but I think that, they would say, yes, there's some work that needs to be done. The King of Wands, they expect you to put in a little bit of effort, expect you to sort of be there. There's almost like that there's some things coming to where... There's some things coming to where it's going to tax the relationship a little bit, and they want to know that you're going to be there to support them during that process. Four of Coins, there is, it's not all sunshine and roses and puppies, whatnot. Ace of Cups says overall, yes. Overall, yes. I'm willing to walk through here. I'm willing to start this new adventure with you. Ace of Cups is fantastic. It's an emotional adventure. It's an emotional time. That is going to be good with all of that. But, again, there is some things to work out. There are some things that need to be done, and there are some situations coming up rather quickly, in fact, that they need your support on. They want to make sure that you're going to be there to support them. So, yeah, there is that. Okay, but overall, yes, Ace of Cups is a fantastic one there. That is a love reading indeed. Will they accept the proposal? We got interview. Will I get interviews? Career? Lala wants to know. Let's have some water. Steffi, will me and my ex be together? Well, we've done about 20 of those tonight. We've done a few of them tonight already. We're going random. By the way, if you're new here, there is no list. We pick at random. We do donations first, obviously, but then we pick at random. And the random there is going to be jobs. Jobs, the yobs, Lala, will I get interviews soon? Oh, let's get some pentacles in here. And CM wants the Star Tarot tonight. We got the Star Tarot, and we mashed it under some books, and it didn't fix it. So instead, we manually bent the thing back in place. We did manually bend it back in place, and now it's less warped. Look at that. Look at that. It's less warped. We manually went in and bent it back. So probably not the best thing for the cards, but, in the overall scheme of things, I have like 100 decks, so who cares? All right. Let's see if this do it without cutting my hands. Is the Star Tarot the one that was a pain in the butt? Ouch. Yes, that was the one that was the pain in the butt. Congratulations. We have found the one that was the pain in the butt. Ooh, Lee. Tori, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, let's see about this. Will I get interviews or a job, get a little bit of the career action going? We'll get Tori's thing there and see how that is going to go. How that is going to go. Looking for pentacles at this point, Tori. Not looking for pentacles at this point. Lala. We got wands, we got cups, we got swords, and we got swords. That's not good. Yeah, I mean, I really would like to see some pentacle action in here. As far as jobs are concerned, the King of Cups, the Five of Wands, you're in a competitive field, I assume. You're in a competitive field. We have a lot of resumes, a lot of interviews going on for some of the things that you are sort of applying for. It's going to be a competitive time for you. So if we can get a little more knowledge, if we can expand the resume a little bit, that is going to be good, because there are some people that are overqualified that are sort of coming in here and doing it. So you are competing against people that are going to be greatly overqualified. For example, you know, somebody with a degree and a law degree or something going in flipping burgers, it feels like, right? The Queen of Swords reverse says that sometimes you're just getting places that either are hiring, but they have their own candidates in mind. So I think you're sort of running into that. The Eight of Swords says that the restrictions that you're sort of presented are not something a lot of times that we can sort of work around and get that going. The King of Cups reverse says there's sort of an uncomfortable overall feel too, because it seems like you've used up a lot of the bigger opportunities and you're sort of in the second place, the third place opportunities right now, trying to sort of sneak into one of those. It's almost like that you've worn out the big opportunities already. We're sort of looking for just basically anything at this point. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't look good as far as any pentacles coming up. I really wish we'd seen some pentacles, a movement card, some sort of a Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, anything. In fact, would have been great. We got none of that. We just got a lot of swords, a lot of communication going around and whatnot. All right, does M regret hurting me? Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good at all. Oh, let's see. We got hurt. Do they regret it or not? Oh, let's see if they regret it. Oh, what's going to be a good regret hurting person deck? Is that a thing? Oh, I guess we do Mons Tarot. I don't think the Mons Tarot would ever hurt anybody. They are monsters, but they're too cute to hurt anybody. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, you're too cute to hurt anybody if you're the Mons Tarot. So let's see how that is going to go. Get a little bit of the Mons Tarot action there. See if they have some regrets. Have a little bit of regret. I assume at least a little bit. You did hurt somebody. I assume there's some regret. The Nine of Swords. Oh, yeah, there's some regret here. The Fool. Indeed. We do have some regret happening. We got the Three of Pentacles. We got the King of Cups action. Elaine, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. So basically, yes, it bothers him a lot. In fact, the Nine of Swords is not a good card. So if you're sort of doing that, sort of feeling that, the Nine of Swords, we're sort of haunted by this. We have the swords hovering around. We feel haunted. We feel that we do have a lot of disadvantages in what we did. The Fool says that they wanted to do something else, but they just got caught up, right? The King of Cups, that sort of that emotion, get caught up in the emotion, get caught up in that tide of emotion, that watery feel. And it feels like that we didn't have the control, the level of opportunity, the level of control that we needed in that situation. The Fool says we just had to wing it. I mean, the Fool is when we do something, we don't know the outcome. We have no idea what we're doing. We're walking off a freaking cliff. We got a dog chasing us. We got a little backpack hanging there. We don't really know what we're doing at all. We don't know what's next. We have all of our possessions in here because we literally need something as we sort of go on, because we don't know, again, what is in the thing. The Three of Pentacles says it was almost a last resort. They tried other methods. They tried some other things. I think that they were sort of enthusiastic about some of their ideas, but the ideas literally never worked out. So they went to a last resort. They tried something different, a little bit unusual, and they regret what they did. So definitely regret. The last card, especially, is the big regret card. Yeah, they're sort of doing the best that they can there, right? Like we tried other options, we tried other things, we didn't get it done. Cappy, all right. Cappy wants to know, is the Aquarius going to text me again soon? All right, CR and Aquarius texting. Let's see. Smart girls rock. Indeed they do. Welcome, Danielle. Welcome as well. How are everybody doing tonight? We are doing some live readings. Please hit that like and subscribe button if you like the readings, by the way. I appreciate that. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck. You know, YouTube can figure out that I don't suck. Hit that like and subscribe. Appreciate it. We got news coming either tomorrow or Monday. Got news program. We run the only tarot news program on the internet. I looked pretty hard today. I was sort of wondering, this is the only tarot news program on the internet is here on this channel. I go to probably 30 different sites almost daily and look at what's happening in the tarot world. So it's a lot of good stuff. All right. Let's see. Like, what is happening here with this Aquarius? The Fool says, I mean, they're going to text you. The Fool is walking on that adventure. The Fool is getting that stuff done. That is an action adventure card. The Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Cups. I mean, you got a bit of a delay here. We got sort of a cutting action. We have a bit of a delay in all of this stuff. The Ten of Swords is definitely a delay. It's like that we had something that we wanted to do and all of that stuff. Tori, sure, you know, whatever questions you need, go. The Ten of Swords is we have a delay. We have a cutting action in there. The original thing they wanted to tell you, they're not telling you. Bottom line, Cappy. The original idea, the original thing they wanted to tell you, they're not telling you. They changed it. The Ten of Swords, we have the cutting action. We stopped doing that. The Fool, we were about to do that, but we changed our mind. We wanted to optimize it some. Nine of Swords is sort of interesting here. It just points that they don't think that was the right thing at the right time. And Cheryl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And then the Queen of Cups, they want to do something a little bit different. They want to rethink it before they say anything. Maybe, right? They could be. Let's see. Okay, maybe they want to be more emotional. Maybe they think it was too emotional. This is interesting. Yeah, they wanted to. They changed their mind. All right. Let's see there. Happy we did. Elaine, does Yas have feelings for me? Recently know this girl. She unfriended me on social media. I think I scared her off, and she is fed up on my rejection. Ooh, let's see about that. Jen wants to know, how does this frickin' thing work? There is no list. We take donations first, and then we pick at random. We did quite a few randoms today. Now we're on donations again. All right. Oh, let's see. Elaine. Scared them off. That's no good. She unfriended you. I think I scared her off. She's fed up. Or she fed up on my rejection. Okay. Basically, yes or no. Yes or no. Do they have feelings for me? Okay. Oh, let's do a little Ciro Marchetti for this. A little bit of the Ciro feel there. You know what I mean? Cappy, they'll text, but they're going to take a little more time to text than what you anticipated. But the Fool says, yes, they'll text, but they're not going to text what they originally wanted to. All right. Let's see about this. See what is happening there. Did we scare them off? Bottom line, do they have feelings for us? Did we scare them off? We got a lot of cards that would indicate being scared off. And Seven of Pentacles. I don't know. The Hermit reversed. The Star reversed. The Six of Cups reversed. Ew. as far as feelings, like not any sort of huge beneficial feelings, nothing that's just sort of the weight of the world is in there or anything like that. It just feels like that we had feelings or we had an inkling or a beginning of something, right? So the Seven of Pentacles is an interesting card. It says that we're working on something, we're planting the seeds. So we have these interactions. So me and Elaine are hanging out, right? We have these interactions, we have this stuff going on, and we're doing it for a reason. In other words, we have some expectations of where this is going to go. And we need it to go this way in order to be happy. Seven of Pentacles says, I'm willing to put the work in, but I need a result that I want. I need a result that I'm planning for. I'm planting these pentacles in the ground so they will sprout. So they will sprout and be, merry and all of this other stuff. Now, this is where it all goes wrong. The Hermit reversed. It feels like it didn't go the direction that we wanted. And during that process, we had sort of an issue with that. Tori, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We had sort of an issue with it. So the Hermit reversed. We came out of our shell, but now we regret it. Now we regret it. You see that with the Six of Cups, that connection, that tight connection, that nice, no pun intended, that nice connection between two people. We had that. And then again, there was something that happened that made us regret it. The Hermit, we felt like that being alone, not engaging in this would have been beneficial for us in the long run. The plans, the things that we had put forth and went ahead and tried just didn't seem to work out. The Star, bottom line, it's not sort of destined. You know what I mean? It's not destined. We needed it to be destined. That's why we put this effort in. We needed the destiny. We needed this connection. We need this to be our guiding star. We needed that North Star to guide us the way. And it didn't. The interaction didn't go well. It didn't go the way that we planned it. Not only that, but we regret the entire thing. So yeah, basically, yeah, you scared them off. Bottom line, yeah, you scared them off. Do they have feelings for you? Yeah, they were trying it, but they came in with a list of expectations that you didn't deliver. Is that realistic? No. Is that proper? Probably not. Is that something that people do? Yes. There you go. All right. At least that's what the cards say. You know what I mean? Entertainment purposes only. Never make relationship decisions based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. All right. A and obtuseness. Is that a thing? Is obtuseness a thing? Could be. It could be. Let's find out by asking the Tarot in Wonderland. Elaine, is it too late? Well, nothing's ever too late. People change their mind. People, you give them a little time, a little separation, then you come back, get a little bit of reconciliation action in, you know what I mean? It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. By the way, we're ending soon. We got Cheryl, then we got Tori, and then we are out of here. I'm here every night, though. Every single night for the rest of your life. I'm reading tarot on this channel at the same time. I am Mr. Predictable. A bit boring, but predictable. That's all you need in life. That's all you need is predictability. And if you need stability and predictability, I'm right here for you. I'm just saying. Ace of Pentacles? Well, that's sort of interesting. What? Why are they obtuse? Ace of Cups. They want to start something, but they can't. They want to start something, but they can't. They can't start it. They can't do it the way they need it done. Two aces. Look at this. I'm excited, Cheryl. I'm thrilled. I am ready. Hooray! To start something. But Jen, thank you for your subscription. I appreciate that. But I can't get it done. The Ace of Pentacles and the Cups. I want to start something that has a little emotion, a little second house to it, a little stability, a little emotional stability. I want to start something, Cheryl, but it's not working. Look at the world is reversed. It's not working out. It feels like things are just not working out, but I want to start it. I'm frustrated. I'm getting pissed. I'm frustrated. It's not working out the way that I wanted to. That world reversed. The Three of Wands is like I have to think up something different. I got to think up something different now because these things didn't work. So yeah, they're thinking these things didn't work. A is obtuse because it didn't work out the way they planned. They wanted to start something. They wanted to get it done. It didn't go well. Now they have to go to plan B, plan C, maybe even plan D. You don't want to go with plan D. Plan A should have worked out, but it didn't. And now that's why they're obtuse. There we go. All right. The last reading of the night. Tori, is M watching me through Facebook? We have the best deck. Tori, we have the best. We have the best. The absolute best deck for that. Tori, this literally is the best deck that you could possibly get for this question. I'm just saying. All right. Let's see how that is going to go. Are they stalking me? We getting a little stalk? We getting a little stalk in there? All right. By the way, this is Baba Studios, Bohemian Gothic Tarot. The Bohemian, Tori. Is the Bohemian Gothic Tarot stalking me on Facebook? We need to know. This literally nails it every time. This is the best deck for this. I swear we have nailed this every time. All right. This is my go-to tarot for this question because we get this question a lot, oddly. We get this question quite a bit. Well, not necessarily yours, but you know. I mean, I'm not necessarily that M is watching everybody through Facebook. They may be watching me through Facebook. If they are, I don't really check Facebook. If you're going to stalk me, do it through Instagram. I'm always on there. Well, not lately. I stopped working on my deck because nobody's buying it. All right. Let's see. The 10 of Swords, the 7. Okay, I'm looking for like visual stuff of all of that. Oh, man. Oh, man. Are they looking at us? 7 of Pentacles. I think so. I do think so. I think so. I don't think they're in a position to where they're not in a position where they really want to reach out at this point. They're not also in a position where they're just constantly stalking you and sort of looking around. I do think the 10 of Swords are extremely unhappy with something about you, though. Some aspect of you I don't think they like. There's something in particular they didn't like. The 10 of Swords, there is that upsetness. There's that termination. It's like things didn't work out. We have a bit of that separation anxiety from all of that. The 7 of Pentacles, do we sort of check in occasionally? I mean, yeah, we're checking it out. The 7 of Pentacles, I'll check it out and all of that stuff. The 5 of Cups, though, just not something that I want to do all the time. So, I mean, watching you, I think that occasionally they'll check up and see what you're up to, but are they sitting here hitting refresh on Facebook over and over to trying out what you're doing? No. 5 of Cups are having problems of their own right now, and it's not like something that's going to be a high priority. They will occasionally sort of look in and see what's going on. The 6 of Pentacles, that giving, checking it out, looking around, they do know that you would be kind of uncomfortable with the whole thing or kind of weirded out by some of the stuff, but they've got their own problems going on. There is some other sort of things that have crept in there, and there was also something that they heavily dislike about you and sort of how you deal with some stuff or how things were dealt to them, right? Little 6 of Pentacles action, how things were dealt to them kind of feel. Anyway, that is it for me for tonight. Again, I'm here every single night for the rest of your life at the exact same time. So, you know, come back and check us out. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow.
We used to be fun. You used to care. Darling, we built a home, a life, but now all of that is gone. I fear, my dear. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm leaving the light on if you come back around. drift away. Hold tight, I can save you from these deep black waters. Pull you in while you drift away. Hold tight.